Hi, this is Rachel Knight coming from my Brooklyn Heights office, and today I wanted to do a little tapping sequence about money stress. So if you've never tapped before, I will include a link to some tapping instructions, or you can just follow along with where I'm tapping on my own body, and then you can repeat the words if they're fitting for you. And if they're not fitting for you, just insert the words that are fitting for you. The more specific that you can get with your own words while you're tapping, the better the results will be. And just a little disclaimer, you're tapping and taking responsibility for your own well-being by doing this. Okay, so this is if you're having stress or anxiety about money, which I feel like so much of us do, and a lot of our stress or anxiety gets targeted towards money and money issues. And what I want you to do is when you think about money, when you think about your stress around money, how high does the stress feel on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being you're really, really stressed about it. You're up at night till 3 in the morning thinking about it. It's really preoccupying you. You're almost panicking about it. And 0 is you're not really too stressed about it. If you're at a 0, great. Maybe you can forward this on to somebody who is at a 10 or an 8 or a 9. Okay, so why don't we get started by going to the karate chop point, which is right here. And again, if you've never tapped, you can go to my website, rachelknight.net, and look for the tapping instructions, or just follow along, use the points that I'm using and use the words that I'm using if they fit for you. Okay, let's get started. Even though I'm having all of this stress about money, I'm not making enough, and I'm not making what I'm worth, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm really, really stressed out about money, there's just not enough. There's not enough money for me to have the freedom that I want. And I worry that it has something to do with me. I deeply and completely accept my feelings. Even though I have all of this stress inside about money issues, and it's been around for a while, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyways. All this money stress. I'm really stressed out about money. There's not enough. There's definitely not enough money. I wish I had more money. I wish I was earning what I was worth. I really feel like I'm not earning what I'm worth. I worry that I'm leaving money on the table. What if there's something wrong with me? What if these money issues mean that something's wrong with me? Why aren't I making enough money? Why do I seem to spend the money I make so easily? There just never seems to be enough. And that's really stressful. Especially because part of my identity is tied in with how much money I'm making. And right now I'm not making enough. So what does that say about me? What does that say about me? Maybe I have some bad habits around money. Maybe I'm not so good at budgeting my money. Maybe I've learned some bad ways of thinking about money. Maybe I'm spending money on things that don't really matter to me. Maybe I have a hard time asking for what I'm worth. What if there's nothing wrong with me? What if I just picked up some bad habits along the way? I'm willing to consider that this money stress might not have anything to do with me. Maybe it has to do with my mom's side of the family. Maybe it has to do with my dad's side of the family. Maybe I've learned that there's just not enough. What if there is? What if I can start changing my habits around money? I'm really excited to start making more money. I'm really excited to start holding on to more money, to the money that I have. It's exciting to think about really asking to be paid for what I'm worth. I cannot wait to be paid for what I'm worth. I can't wait to get recognition in the form of money. And I can't wait to recognize myself and what I'm doing. It's going to feel so good to have the freedom that comes along with having more money. And I can't wait to really start having money represent the way I feel inside. Okay, take a deep breath in and let it go. And then just check in with that original number, whether it was 8 and 10, and just say, I'm really stressed about money. And maybe it's still as high. Maybe there's another aspect about money, or maybe there's something that came up in the tapping that we just did. So if it did, then you can start tapping on whatever came up. If you need help with tapping, feel free to email me. My contact information is on my website, rachelknight.net. And just see if it went down. I hope it went down, and just keep tapping on it, because sometimes there's a lot of layers that come up around money. We're taught all sorts of beliefs from our parents about money being good or bad. We do a lot of compensating for negative feelings that we have by spending too much or not saving enough or not budgeting, and sometimes budgeting feels like a drag. So there might be all of these ways that more money is possible without having to do very much work. And then in some cases, maybe you do need to do a little bit more work. Maybe you need to really advocate for yourself, to step up and really ask to get paid for what you're worth, and maybe you need to do more work with that. So whatever it is that came up, it's all really useful information about where you need to go next. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to contact me. And if there's anything you'd like to see more tapping on, just leave a comment below this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to connect again soon.